Greetings, folks. This is Victor Haskins, and I want to give you guys some ideas about how to make fast improvement while practicing. Okay? Practicing, I've noticed from all the teaching I've done, whether it's young students in elementary school or students in college, people are super distracted and they're not focused. In general, most people are not focused. You'll go into the practice room. Okay, we're gonna run things on the trumpet. They start running, just running things. What does that mean when you run something? When I come back week after week in lessons, I say, hey, what did you work on last week to this week? Oh, I ran this and I ran that and I kind of, ran through this. And it shows because they haven't improved at anything. Why haven't they improved? Well, because running things is not practicing, right? You're just running things. You're playing things that you can already play or that you think you can play. And that's not really practicing. Practicing is taking things you can't do and making it so you can do them. So you do have control of them. Things you don't have control of, making it so you do have control of them. All right? So you have to be very clear when you go into the practice room, what am I going to do? So before you pick your horn up or pull it out the case, write down just a few, 2 or 3 specific goals that you can measure of things you want to do. I want to improve my single tonguing on this exercise from 100 beats per minute to 120 beats per minute by the end of this practice session. That's a good goal, okay? You said specifically what you want to work on, your tonguing speed on this exercise. You want to accomplish it by the end of your practice session, and you want to reach a certain tempo. You're starting at this tempo, you have to reach this many clicks, increase what you're doing right now by 20 clicks to reach the target tempo. So now you can incrementally work towards accomplishing that goal. That's a good goal to make. A goal that's not useful is saying, all right, we're going to practice today. I'm going to get better at the trumpet. You're not going to get better at anything. You're just going to waste a bunch of time. So if you want to get better at whatever you're doing, whether you're playing the trumpet or you're playing the trombone or you're practicing your hockey skills or your jump shot in basketball or you're working on whatever you're working on, you need to create specific goals. And if you do that, you're going to have more success because you'll know if you're improving or not. Because if you're getting closer to that thing you want to improve, that closer to that goal, mission accomplished. If you're not, change what you're doing. It's so simple. But if you don't have a way to measure if you're even doing the right things, then you'll do the wrong things for a very long time. And then after a certain amount of time, you'll finally look up and see that you haven't really made that much improvement. So avoid that feeling and that shocking reality check, and make sure you're aware and you're present when you're practicing so you know whether or not you're accomplishing your goals, you know what your goals are, and you're able to measure that and push yourself and focus yourself in order to accomplish those goals when you want them accomplished. You should always do things slowly and accurately so you don't have to unlearn them. Realize that it's tedious to do things that you can't do well slowly. It's hard to discipline yourself to do the things slowly. But if you take the time to do it slowly, you're gonna learn it so much faster than if you kind of slop through it and you kind of finesse it and you kind of have it but kind of not. Because if you only kind of have it and it's kind of sloppy when you do it, you're now teaching yourself, well, this is how this piece goes. And all the mistakes you're making and all the inaccuracies and all the kind of things you're kind of fudging here and there, that's how you're learning the piece. And you're not actually learning it the way that you want to play it. And so then when you finally decide you want to learn it the right way, the way you actually want to perform it, you now have to spend time unlearning all the stuff that you learned incorrectly and then relearning it the right way. So just avoid all of that process that's unnecessary and just learn it the right way the first time by doing it slowly, doing it accurately, and making sure that you're paying attention to the details as you're doing it the first time, right? It'll be really tedious and slow the first time, but it'll be way, way faster than doing it wrong and having to do it over in order to do it right. So take your time. And that's basically it. You're going to get a lot better if you make goals, you're present, you're intentional, and you stay focused. And if you do those things, it's going to be really easy. The hard thing is to have the discipline to make sure you do those things, staying focused, making goals, and keeping yourself accountable for the things that you say you'll do. And that's what I've got for you. So I hope the tips I gave you in this video are helpful for you to develop your ability to practice effectively and to accomplish your goals. Leave any comments or questions down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you.